everything like microscope and like overanalyzed. It's just frustrating. It's just like it's annoying, and like I'm happy. In all honesty, I'm happy for anyone that wins head of house. Well, I am though, but I mean, like, still I'm happy for him because it's something we talked about. I'm happy for him, but it's just like everyone's so happy for him that like I can't feel bad, and I don't want to be like, what about me? But still, what about me?
The whole house, aside from Victory and Kayikunmi, are hope for possible eviction. Guys, who are you saving? Okay, before we talk about the eviction stuff, let's get into the head of house, the head of house challenge, the house guests, and the person the head of house saved. We all know that the head of house is Victory. He won the head of house and took over the reign from Thelma, who just reigned just for one day. And we all know that Victory is very close to Gigi Jasmine. They are friends. They have been good friends from, beginning of this show. They've been good friends. So it is very likely, it is very normal that after the head of house challenge, that the house guest that he's going to choose would have been Gigi Jasmine, because that's what every other housemates have been doing. Every season, they normally choose house guests. When they are told to choose house guests, they normally choose someone they are close to. But the kind of game Victory played, I don't know. And coupled with the fact that Gigi Jasmine have told him before that for every relationship that he has been to, that they do not take her serious, that kind of every relationship, every man he has dated, every man he has been close to, they kind of tamper on her feeling or something like that. Do you get? So having made this kind of discussion with someone before, it is very it's more human if Victory had saved her or have picked her as the house guest. But to our surprise, Victory picked Joanna. I don't really know if Victory and Joanna, aside just normal friendship, just chit chat, talk once in a while, just talk, they do not really have that very close friendship to compare with him and Jasmine. Do you get? So I don't really know if he's trying to play a game or to spite Jasmine, or I don't really know, because I saw video of the Jasmine crying, and she teared a lot. She was crying and complaining to who was this housemate she was complaining to? I think it was Isabella. I can't remember the housemate. I wasn't focused on who she was talking to. I was just focused on her and the what she was saying. She was really pissed, She felt, since she had discussed something like that before to Victory, that it's as if Victory is also playing like now he's been counted among the man that kind of stamper on her, something like that. And I kind of understand her tears, her pain, where it's coming from. How can you be close to somebody like that, and it's time to prove that that friendship, and you show someone else? The one that even pained me the most was, okay, that yesterday, after those eviction, looking for an envelope and everything, and he had the power to save someone, and instead of saving, okay, we'll understand your reason. Let me try to understand his reason why he didn't pick Gigi Jasmine as the house guest. Maybe he doesn't want to lead her on. Do you get? It could be him playing the game. It could be him not wanting to lead her on, so that it will not be as if maybe trying to detach from her a bit, so that he will not be as if maybe after, just like what is happening between Isabella and Kayikunmi. What is happening between just like what happened between Doris and what happened between Doris and Kola. Kola was just vibing with Doris without knowing that she was catching feelings. So I think he doesn't really want that thing to happen like that. So that was why he gave that kind of, because I know that with the way they're already there, that friendship is already there. If they share a bed for 1 week, it will send a wrong signal to Jasmine. So in a way, I'll kind of understand what he did. Do you get? But during the save this thing, I expected that he would save Gigi Jasmine. Or is it Gigi Jasmine or Gigi Jasmine? I expected that he was going to save Gigi Jasmine. But to my surprise, it was Caution he saved. So I don't really know what he's up to, the kind of game he's playing, but let's watch. But I feel everything that happened in this head of house challenge and the save, the house guests and everything, I think it is to an advantage to, it has an advantage to Gigi Jasmine, because now that thing that happened, it gave her a lot of fans. A lot of people have now liked her. A lot of people are rooting for her because of, they felt kind of this what do we call this, the arisers. You know, this fan, the arisers fan, that anybody that sheds tears, oh ariser, we are rising for you. Arisers, they have a lot of people to arise for this year, because people who don't cry for this show, they are much. So more already arisers. So I felt I mean it's to her advantage, because now at least she's going to test her ability now, and with the kind of visibility this thing that happened have given her, I'm very sure people, even though she's not really very active, she's kind of a bit laid back, but the visibility this thing have given her, it has gathered her fans that, you know, felt like, no, let's vote for her, let's, you know, prove a point to Victory. And now shifting over to Thelma. There are clips of Thelma, not even their clip, because me, I watched it. She was complaining about Isabella. You know, after she won the head of house, she picked Kayikunmi as house guest. So people were feeling that she actually did that just to spite Isabella, you know. So there was a kind of, should I call it a smear campaign or something? No, I watched her when she was, I think she was complaining to, I've forgotten the housemate she was complaining, but it was as if she was talking down on Isabella. She was saying that when they did the house party, like Isabella didn't really give Kayikunmi the chance to be able to bond and understand other housemates, that the relationship he got into with Isabella is just too sudden for him, that now he's looking for a way to, you know, leave that triangle. It's disturbing him, like he's spoiling his game. He said, because it's as if it is Isabella, you know, that is trying to hook him up. She said again that you cannot hold up a good conversation with Isabella. That whenever she's sitting with Isabella talking, the only thing Isabella talks about is man this, man that, finger this, knack that. That who she can have a very, very good relationship with, you know, very, very strategic relationship in the house is Dede. That if you sit down with Dede, you will learn something. Their relationship is always very strategic. So she said a lot of things about Thelma, and the thing has been trending all over social media. You know, she have gathered a lot of haters because of that. People are like, oh, you want to talk her down, you think after you finish talking her down, will not vote for her again, you know, something like that. And that thing I want to quickly talk about the fight between Bright Morgan and Kayikunmi. Things really got heated to the point that Kayikunmi was telling the housemates yesterday that he wants to opt for a voluntary exit. So what happened? I think they had arguments during the brief, when the head of house called brief, something like that. They had an argument, and Kayikunmi called Bright Morgan a bitch. That was what triggered Bright Morgan, and before we knew it, guy, he rushed Kayikunmi. He really wanted to get physical to Kayikunmi. I even heard he got knife at the bottle, something like that. I don't know, because I didn't really follow up that fighting scene, you know. I saw the clips of it on social media, but I really didn't watch it live. Do you get? So I know that Bright Morgan have been very quiet in the show. He doesn't really show himself. Because I remember on Sunday when Ebuka was telling him that it's as if he's laid back, that he's not really giving us a show. And he was telling Ebuka that he won't just act until someone provoke him, that he's not the type that, you know, he will just do things because he wants to trend. Until, like, he will act when someone brings trouble to him, you know, he will react. So I don't know, that bitch, I don't know if calling someone a bitch, is it really something very, I don't think that word is very provoking to the extent that, you know, you want to fight someone. Except I feel that maybe he's trying to play, oh, since someone are provoking, you know, since someone has said something that we can say, oh, this actually triggered him, so let him just grab this as an opportunity to trend, grab this as an opportunity to be in the highlights, you know, something like that. I felt that is what he wanted to do. A lot of housemates held him back, and Big Brother later called him. I think when things was about to get messy, Big Brother called him into the diary room, maybe to calm down the situation and everything. So you know, I think you see those people where they quiet, no provoke them. Oh. He has been a quiet. I think the guy has actually been quiet in the show because he knows he has hot temper. That anything you do to him, you know, he wants to get physical. I think that's the reason he's actually quiet. He doesn't want to look for anybody's trouble. Nepa don't see light. He doesn't want to look for anybody's trouble because he knows that he gets it. I think the reason he's been quiet in the house is that he knows he has hot temper. So he doesn't want to get into any gbas with anybody. So that's why, as if he's kind of holding himself back. But when that thing came to him, when just that little spark, Kayikunmi just said bitch and he fled up. I thank God for the housemates there that held him. Else things would have gotten messy. It could have led to someone being disqualified. So I'm very happy. These housemates really, they are really giving us a show. You see this year, this Big Brother this year, the rating of this show was already going down. I think that's why the organizers, they really took their time to pick housemates. They really took their time to pick people that they know will give us show. And really, with this season now, the rating of this show will start going up again, because really the show was really about losing its credibility. You know, it has been going down every year. It goes down every year. It goes down. So I'm very happy for the organizers of this year. In just 2 weeks, we have a lot. It's not up to 2 weeks. It's just a week plus now. And all over social media, BBN, even people that didn't have interest in the show from beginning, they are all watching it. You know, people that said, oh, I beg this show, I no one watch again. When they start seeing the trend on social media, the way the show has been trending from day one, highlights and gbas, a lot of people have now, you know, had interest to watch the show. So please, if this is your first time coming across my channel, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, like, share, and comment. I love you. Thanks for watching.